Hey, what's up? How you folks doing today? Welcome to Cooking with Mama Nims. I am your host, B. Samad, aka Not the Mama. And today we will be preparing one of my family favorite dishes, grilled chicken nachos. Football season's coming up, and we like to gather the family around, and we love to get together and make some nachos. So here we go. So for today's meal, you will need corn tortillas for making chips, about 2 pounds of boneless, skinless chicken breast. We're going to need about $2 to purchase tomatoes, a bell pepper, and a red onion to make our pico de gallo. 1 can of chili hot beans. Sometimes they're called chili hot beans, sometimes they're just called chili beans. But you need a can of chili beans. We're also going to make some guacamole, which will entail our avocado, our cilantro, and some lime. After that, we're going to need a container of sour cream, which we will take and we will add to and make it more fabulous. Then we're going to need a head of lettuce and some shredded cheese. Let's get started. We're going to start today with making our chips. We're going to make our own chips. We're going to grill some chicken. We're going to season up. We're going to make some fancy sour cream. We're going to make some guacamole, some pico de gallo. It's going to be outstanding. So we're going to start first with our chips because that's what pretty much takes the longest. So I got some corn tortillas here. Just going to cut them into triangles. Real simple. And then we're going to drop them into our hot grease. Wait for those to get nice and golden brown, and then we're going to take them out, season with a little sea salt. So we drop that down in there. We'll keep an eye on that. So next, we have our chicken breast. And of course, we want to season our chicken breast. We're not putting any oil on first, and we know what that is. That is the Mama Nims seasoning. That Mama Nims, get you some of that. Go online, hit us up at www.mamanims.com. We will get that out to you. So, while our chips are going, have our chicken breast nice and seasoned up here. As you see, no oil. We don't put the oil on there. Just the seasoning. We're going to put the oil on the pan, and then we're going to do what we do. So I step over to my stove. I got a nice grill out. We got this nice and hot. You just want to lay those out. You always want to put your chicken presentation side down first. Presentation side is this is your presentation side, the nice shiny side. Let me wash my hands off real quick. You do not want the salmonella police to come and get us. All right. Check our chips. And my, aren't those pretty? Gonna let those drain a little bit. Wash my hands real good. I'm gonna take those out and season them. Now, the beauty of grilling meat, you can leave it be. Be patient with it. Don't be in a rush, because if you get in a rush, what you will find is you won't get those beautiful grill marks. Be patient. Shake those off. Add a little bit of sea salt to that. Toss those around. And we continue. Drop some of those back in. Corn tortillas into our fryer. Just set these back over here for later. All right. So let's get started with the garnish. And as you see, we have some beautiful things out here. We got some chili beans. These chili beans are just your basic store brand or whatever. Come right out of a can. Don't take long. It's going to make it quick. We got some beautiful shredded lettuce, and we got some chives. I'm going to cut some of these up so that we have this for our garnish. All right. Now, let's get into this pico de gallo. Pico de gallo is basically fresh salsa. Got some fresh pico de gallo we're going to make. We're going to start slicing our tomatoes and dicing that up. Everything's better when you make it fresh this way. It is going to be wonderful. Dice up a tomato. Keep an eye on my chips. Shake those around. Let those drain. All right, so next you start with your tomatoes and you're going to add some red onion. We're going to add bell pepper. We're going to add cilantro, lime juice, salt and pepper, fresh pico de gallo. All right, so we're going to take our tomatoes, put them into the bowl, as so. As you can see, fresh tomato. I'm going to take some bell pepper, add some wonderful bell pepper to that. I'm just going to cut down the side of a bell pepper. We just want to dice that up a little bit. This is one of those things, it's fun for the whole family to get around and do. You might be watching a movie or something like that. This is a Saturday afternoon kind of thing for us. We love to get together and make nachos together. Sometimes we might add different things. We might have shrimp, might have some steak, or even just ground beef or whatever. Grab an onion here. You can use any kind of onion that you like. I prefer the red onion because it has a nice little bite to it. A little bit of kick. I don't use jalapenos in it because my family, the spice is not the biggest thing for us, so that's my contribution to the spice. We're just going to dice up some onion here. Hear our chicken going over there. We'll check on that in just a minute. Get some nice red onion going. I'm going to add that to our bowl. And again, you can add what you like to it. I'm going to chop up some cilantro here. I remember the first time I ever had nachos. I was stationed in Orlando, Florida in the United States Navy. And there was a little restaurant on base called Anchor's Olay. Gotta love it, Anchor's Olay. And I would go over there, and I'm 17 years old, didn't know anybody. They would give you this big old plate of nachos. I had never even heard of a nacho at that time, back in, I ain't gonna tell you when that was, because ain't none of your business. But nonetheless, I'm gonna add a little bit of pepper, a little salt. We have our cilantro, and we're going to add some lime juice, just a little. Grab us a spoon, give this a stir. Oh, that's so pretty. That is lovely. Perfect. Move that out of the way. So that's ready for prime time. That is ready to go in. I'm going to check on our chicken here. Keep in mind, you want to always season your chips. All right, let's check on our chicken over here. Chicken is going real well. All right, and if you see, as you pull that up, see those lovely grill marks? Yeah, that is ready. And what we're going to do is we want to get our chicken done so that once we take it off, we can allow it to cool down to allow it to rest so that the juices aren't being lost and just pouring out in the pan instead of going to where it's supposed to go. So, next up, we're going to take care of our sour cream. It's just your regular old sour cream, whatever your favorite brand is, get you some, and this is how we're going to dress it up. Just going to add cilantro. Add a little cilantro to it. A little of our lime juice. I do not add salt to this because it's not really necessary, but I will add some pepper to it. And just give that a stir. Just give that a little stir. Mix it up real good. Get that lime juice and cilantro in there. And it takes your sour cream from boring to boom, bayow. I don't get to say that other word I want to say, but that belongs to somebody else, and we're going to let him have it. All right. Now, let's start on guacamole. I'm going to grab me another bowl over here. Look at here. My buddy KP just laughed just now. I know he did. I'm going to take our avocado. Okay. Now, folks, be very careful. You just want to take that, go around, unseed it. Now you got your seed right here. Here's the key. You want to take your knife, hold your knife with your finger here, and you just want to pop it in there just gently. You just want to wiggle around. You want to be very careful. It's very easy to cut yourself. We do not want you to get injured. Now, I just want to cut this some. And the key to finding a good avocado is actually in the firmness or even the lack thereof. You don't want it to be hard and it's unripe. It's just not ripe yet. So you just want to take your spoon, you cut it up, scoop around, fish out all that beautiful avocado, drop it in your bowl. We have another here. You're going to do the same thing. Be very careful. You don't want to cut through the skin and cut yourself. To be honest with you, these are things when I was a kid you would have never told me I would enjoy stuff like this so much. But I really do. And again, I'm going to take our spoon, go around the skin, and scoop that out. So, when you are choosing your avocado, one of the things that you want to do, feel right here. See that right there? The same way that meat feels right there between your thumb and forefinger. That's what you want the firmness of your avocado to be. That's how you judge how fresh it is or how ripe it is. We're going to take some more of our cilantro. A little more of our lime juice. Wow, that chicken is smelling good. I'm going to add a little bit of salt, a little bit of pepper, no Spinderella. You young people, ask your parents about that, they get it. All right, very simple, nothing too complicated. And that's the key to good food. Keep it simple. Keep your ingredients down. You don't need to add a whole lot of stuff to make it good. And there we have guacamole. Yes, sir. All right. So, you know what? We're going to add a few more chips over here. We're going to go check on our chicken. And believe it or not, we are almost ready to plate this puppy. Love you hanging out here. Remember to go to www.mamanims.com. Check us out for recipes, for locations, where we're going to be at with our food truck, and also where to get that wonderful Mama Nem seasoning. Nothing but Mama Nems. No matter how many episodes you see, you will always see that we use this right here. Nothing but Mama Nems. My name, again, is B. Samad. I am your host for today and every day there forward. So, our chicken is really looking good right now. We're going to step over to the stove. Check that out. Make sure, woo-hoo! Yes, sir. I'm going to pull that off. Grab a pan down here to allow this to rest on. Just going to take our chicken out. Let it cool down a little bit. Hold all those wonderful juices in, and then we're going to dice that up and get it ready for service. Clean up my board a little bit here. Move some of this stuff out. Don't want to get too much mess in the way. Drop this in the garbage here. My chips are going very well. Shake those around. Give them a little toss. Make sure they get good on both sides. All right. We are almost ready to eat. And that is my favorite time of the day, folks. So, we'd love to hear from you. We do have you can hit us up online. And, let us know what you think of the show. Let us know what you think of, Mama Nems as whole, Get some spice. Give us some feedback. Tell us things you may want to see. Tell us things that interest you, that you would like for us to talk about on the show. Or, maybe there's a recipe that you'd like to see us prepare. Oh, those are looking really good. And we love to reach out and hit you back. We appreciate you. Because when you come to Mama Nems, we have no guest. Everybody's family. And as you see, there's my beautiful chips. Aren't those pretty? Look at that. We're going to put a little salt on them. Toss them around. You want to do that while they're hot. All right. Now, we're ready to plate. Oh, my goodness. So we have our plate here. I'm going to grab some of our beautiful chips. Just going to lay those out as such. Ooh. Should see the camera guy over here. Oh my gosh, he is loving it. Big old grin on his face. I'm going to feed him. I'm going to feed him. Okay. I wouldn't dare do that to him. That's my man. So, we have our chips on our plate. The only thing we need to do now is cut up a little bit of our chicken. Let's be honest though, who cuts up a little bit of chicken? You don't want a little bit of chicken, you want a lot of chicken. Bring this over here. We're going to chop this up as so. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. You just want to chop that up. Little bite-sized chunks. So once you get it on the chip, you can lift it up. Put on a little bit of lettuce across here. I'm going to put some of my beans on here. And again, these are just beans that I got out of my local grocer. Store brand chili beans. You can use black beans. We prefer the chili beans. I love the flavor of them. They got a little gravy on them. And all you got to do is warm them up. And they're ready to go. All right. So now we're going to put some of our chicken on here. Just sprinkle that across. Oh, yes. It smells so good in here. We are all ready to go. All right. Now we go with some cheese. Gotta have some cheese. Gotta have some cheese. All right. A little bit of cilantro. Looks so good. Now, is that wonderful, wonderful pico de gallo that we have prepared. Just gonna spoon some of that on here like this. Man, doesn't that look good? Look at that. Might start serving this on the truck. Tell you what, Creole nachos or something. I don't know. Woo. Now, go back, add some of our guac. Everything is so much better when you make it fresh. And as you see, it did not take long. It's not a complicated process. You can do this for your family at home, and they will thank you for it. Now, I want to go back to that sour cream that we made up. Look at it. Doesn't that just look better? That just looks better. You want that more. Just going to take that. Just going to dunk a few dollops on there. Last but not least, we're going to add some of our green onion that we have cut up. You don't have to. I mean, of course you're going to put on there what you like, but this is what B. Samad likes. And there you have it, folks. Grilled chicken nachos. Mama Nem style. Hey, we appreciate you spending time with us. I'm your host, B. Samad. Hit us up on the web, www.mamanems.com, or look us up on your local street food finder. We love to see you out. Thank you. All right, so let's recap. We started with our corn tortillas, which ran about $2. This is what we did. We cut them up, put them in the oil, made our own chips. Then we went to our chicken, which was about $4, about 2 pounds of chicken breast, which, you know, should be plenty for a family of 4. Then we made our pico de gallo. We had tomato, we had green pepper, we had our red onion, which all in total was less than $2. We're going to call it $2 just for the sake of rounding up. Also, we had our chili beans, which were $1. Just a can of chili beans. Just take that, warm it up. Boom. Good. We also made our guacamole, which took 2 avocados, some of the cilantro that was already accounted for, the lime juice that will be accounted for, $2. Our sour cream was $1. Again, the cilantro and the lime juice were accounting for. Each of those, cilantro, 78 cents, a couple of limes, less than 50 cents. Our lettuce, $1, and then we had some cheese that we put over the top. That was $2. All told, grand total of $15. And there you have it. Nothing but Mama Nems.